You are now listening to the Imminent with No End, brought to you by SUBINAC, Superman and Friends.
From the quasar vaults where the halo split, where the waveform walks through the halo crypt, where the silence spins in a cradle script and the breath gets born through a nasal glyph. Sentinels rise in a stargate core with a skyline tongue and a sunray bowl. They don't speak names, they reflect through soul, with a thought form blaze and a pulse recall in a fractal forge where the timelines fold, where the soul of throne spawns liquid gold. They return like monks in a myth retold, with a mind made flame that the void upholds. Subatomic priest in a plasmic robe, orbit coated with galactic code. Each phrase a blade from a foamy node, realigning fate in a dreamer's load. Not made from matter, they morph through mind. Aurora skin in the quantum spine. When they breathe, the field starts to realign, and the past unfolds in a spiral sign. Your language bends in their vocal reach, each bar embossed like a silver speech. When they chant, the ether begins to breach, and the stars combust through a psychic screech. They ain't from zones with a gravity ring, they emerge from the math that the cosmos sings. The echoing glyphs that the silence brings, and disrupt the myths that the surface clings. Willed in time like a liquid blade, carving thought from the soul cascade. They encode the pulse with a fractal braid, and uplift flesh through the flame upgrade. They were there when Atlantis blinked, when the glyphs got lost and the truth got shrink, when the serpent spoke and the bloodline linked and the crystal grid went interlinked. Each step they take is a mirrored plane, where the skies collapse in the solar brain, where the light gets wrapped in a shadow chain, and the tongue unfolds like a DNA strain. No flesh, no bones, no kingdom state, just a thought that molds in the quantum weight. Each verse they hum is a karmic gate, where the sin gets scanned and the path dictates. They arrive like breath from a nova womb, speaking tones that dissolve the gloom. They reverse your fate in a lucid room and replace your flesh with the star costume. Mind like math in a mirrored shell, spit barcodes through a mental bell. Each sound unlocks a forgotten well and floods the field with the timeless spell. They don't walk, they glide through sound, paint space with the sacred round, with a flame in hand from the lost compound, where the books of light God unbound. They ain't saviors, they're cipher streams, multi-dimensional spiral beams, fused with the source to a dreamer's dreams. Reactivating the silent themes from the hardcore vault to the crystalline chest, where the god seed hums and the mind resets. When the light gets loud and the void reflects, the guardians speak and the field connects.